Imagine a volcanic eruption so massive, it could change the face of Earth as we know it. Beneath the stunning landscapes of Yellowstone National Park lies a ticking geological time bomb, one of the world's largest and most dangerous supervolcanoes. But what exactly is a supervolcano? And what would happen if Yellowstone erupted today? Supervolcanoes aren't your average volcano. While regular eruptions can devastate towns, a supervolcano explosion releases over 1,000 cubic kilometers of ash and lava, enough to bury entire continents. Yellowstone has erupted 3 times in the past 2.1 million years, the most recent being around 631,000 years ago. That eruption carved out a caldera 45 miles wide and released enough ash to blanket most of North America. Beneath Yellowstone, a vast magma chamber stretches roughly 80 kilometers long and 20 kilometers wide. It sits just a few kilometers below the surface. Using seismic imaging and GPS monitoring, scientists have confirmed that about 16 to 20% of that chamber contains molten rock. Some regions of the park even rise and fall slightly, about 7 centimeters per year, indicating the chamber is active, but not immediately threatening. Now imagine this. If Yellowstone were to erupt today, the first sign would likely be a massive earthquake, a signal of magma forcing its way upward. Seconds later, a cataclysmic explosion would send a column of ash over 50 kilometers into the sky. The initial blast would annihilate everything within a 100-kilometer radius. Then come pyroclastic flows, clouds of hot gas and debris moving at over 500 kilometers per hour, incinerating everything in their path. But the disaster wouldn't stop there. The real danger would be from ashfall. Within hours, cities thousands of kilometers away could be coated in centimeters of volcanic ash, enough to collapse roofs, contaminate water supplies, disable vehicles, and shut down air traffic across North America. Livestock would die, crops would fail, and power grids could collapse under the weight of ash. And then comes the global impact. Volcanic gases like sulfur dioxide would shoot into the stratosphere, creating a thick haze of sulfuric acid particles that reflect sunlight back into space. The result? A global drop in temperature by 3 to 6 degrees Celsius, a volcanic winter. The last time something similar happened was during the eruption of Mount Tambora in 1815, which caused the year without a summer across the northern hemisphere. Yellowstone's eruption could trigger similar, or worse, effects, lasting for years. So, how likely is this nightmare scenario? The good news, not very. The U.S. Geological Survey constantly monitors Yellowstone using over 60 seismometers, GPS stations, and gas detectors. While there are occasional earthquake swarms and thermal changes, there's no sign of an imminent eruption. The current alert level remains green, the lowest. And while people often say Yellowstone is overdue, that's a myth. Volcanoes don't follow a schedule. The intervals between Yellowstone's past eruptions, 2.1 million, 1.3 million, and 631,000 years ago, show no consistent pattern. Statistically, the chances of a supereruption in our lifetime are extremely low, less than 0.00014% per year, according to the USGS. Still, Yellowstone isn't silent. Smaller eruptions, like hydrothermal explosions, could happen with little warning. These steam-driven blasts can throw rocks and boiling water hundreds of meters into the air. They're rare, but potentially deadly to anyone nearby. So, should we worry? Not exactly, but we should stay informed. Yellowstone is a natural wonder, a living laboratory, and a reminder of Earth's raw power. Its monitoring network is one of the best in the world, and ongoing research helps scientists better understand supervolcano behavior, not just here, but around the globe. The bottom line? Yellowstone isn't just a tourist hotspot, it's a geological giant. One that sleeps soundly, for now. If you found this video fascinating, don't forget